I wanted to give a quick tour of my home gym. I guess you could say home powerlifting gym, because I train in powerlifting. At least I try. Anyways, start off by, here is like a ab board I use. I like to strengthen my abs, so I'll take like some heavy dumbbells and do a few sit-ups. This is a cheap Marcy bench I picked up with some weights. I really just wanted the weights, and like 200 something pounds plus that bench and some other stuff I don't use was like $100. So it's not too bad for that. I like to do some shoulder presses, so last I was using one of these little folding chairs and it collapsed and broke underneath me when I had like 50-pound dumbbells. This is my Rogue Monster Light 490, I believe it is. It's a pretty stout rack. I did little modifications with it or so, or add-ons you could say. I was trying out, I had to cut down the uprights because I have a real short ceiling, so I cut the uprights down to about 7'2", and I took like the rest of this and like tried bolting these down. So I moved the J-cups out a little bit. Not quite sure if I like it. I was just kind of playing around. That way when I squat I can put my hands right where they were before. But I might look into doing something else different because I'm not quite sure. I like had to invert the multi-grip chin bar to fit in here since it has short ceilings, and I also had these 3-inch globe pull-up spears. Good work on the forearms, or forearm strength and grip strength. And of course we got the band pegs down there and pinpipe safeties. And this little contraption I welded up, and I got some stuff from the garage sale that Rogue was having. Let me try turning on my flash. Well, I can't. If I can get a better view in here, maybe I'll just take it off. But Rogue had like a garage sale, and I picked up a couple things and welded together this Verse hamstring curl. Bolts on here, and I take an ab mat and able to do reverse hamstring curls. Gotta get in the light better. But this little contraption vise that bolts onto the rack comes in pretty handy. And I also have this little pipe here that I wrapped with athletic tape to do pull-ups. So I just had to hit my head through the rafters because it's kind of low ceiling. This right here is a Nebula bench I picked up. I really liked their benches at the time. That was probably 10 years ago I got this thing. Pretty good condition still. Very stout bench or whatever. I wish I had adjustable uprights, but it served me for some time. And of course I got my couple cheap barbells. I'm not sure what brand this is, but I got it with this bench and some weights for like $500, so it wasn't too bad. And then like some Cap brand barbells, like a Rogue woman's barbell I have, and then some curl or angle bar, I guess you could say. And here's a lap or cable pull down I have, and some of the cable accessories I've hung up there. Yeah, hard to see in one of these Rogue dog bones. Good on grip strength, of course. So I got here, and here's a bunch of equipment that I got kind of with some other stuff that I'm not really using. I may put together or sell, or who knows. And this thing I love. This is a Rogue universal storage system here, and I did, of course, a few modifications, but I got it over, I think, 1,640 pounds of Olympic plates. So a lot of 45s, 2 100s, a bunch of 35s, 25s, everything. And I welded up this chalk bowl here, whatever. So I got a chalk bowl, and of course I got some dip belts, collar clips, and rack straps. Some other straps there, and some boards for board presses, chalk, a foam roller, of course that AB2 ab mat, single bar, jack deadlift, some fat grips, and then some of those HG collars, and some other cannonball grips, some carabiners, and 58 pounds worth of chains right there. Some heavy duty chains. And of course here I got some rubber hex dumbbells going up from 2.5 pounds to 50 pounds. I'd like to get up to about, I'll fill this top shelf up with dumbbells too once I get more money coming in for that. But I'd like to go up probably about 75 pounds. So I'll have 2.5 to 75 pound dumbbells, and so that's what I have right now. I'd like to add on and weld up maybe like a deadlift platform, and eventually get a deadlift bar and a squat bar, and maybe get a decent power bar once I had more money to throw away. And also I'd like to add on the rack and make it like a 690, so add on a couple more posts to this thing and do a few more things out of here. And so that's pretty much it. I think I spent probably around $2,100 on my gym so far, mostly buying used stuff. Pretty much most of the stuff here is used. Of course, dumbbells I bought new. Those are probably the most expensive stuff relative. I don't know, maybe not. But of course, all the weights were pretty much off Craigslist. I generally don't like to pay more than 50 cents a pound, which I don't think I have. It's usually like 40 cents a pound. So, and then I try to usually just buy some equipment like this bench, and then get them with the weights with that, more reason for the weights, and then maybe sell this bench later once I get more funds for a good bench. But it serves a purpose now. And that's pretty much my gym. Thanks for looking.